It's Jack Cradival, Christine Nagy here at Lite FM. We are very honored to have Kelly Clarkson with us here on Facebook Live this morning.
Hello.
Great to see you. You've been a busy, busy morning to you. So.
Yes, it has been a busy morning.
But you know, one of the things I have to say is it takes me so long to figure out what Christmas cards I'm going to put together for our family for the year. But I believe you already have one. You and your daughter.
Oh, with the Christmas tree?
It's a wonderful shot.
I kind of am bummed about that. I was like, maybe I should have saved that for our Christmas, because we don't have like a Christmas card this year. But we want to incorporate the whole family, so that's the reason why we wouldn't do that. But that was her idea. We were sitting right in front of the tree, and I begged her to smile at the camera, but she was just tired and needed a nap, and she said no, like an angry little French girl. And and I said, well, will you just look at Mama? And then she grabbed my face and kissed me, and my nanny, Allie, got the picture, and I was like, yes!
My daughter's turning 17, and I have to keep about this far away.
Our 15-year-old's pretty good. She's
okay.
pretty, yeah. It's really the 10-year-old and the 2-year-old that are going to probably put us in our grave. In like the best way. They're like the best humans. But yeah, the 7-month-old and the 15-year-old, I think they're going to be the easiest ones. So.
Wow.
This wasn't the, so you're talking about Kelly's Instagram and her social.
Yes.
This wasn't the national Christmas tree in Washington, D.C.,
Yeah,
was it?
this is when we did, with Barack Obama. And my daughter got to meet, well, so did our son as well. He had a full-on conversation with our 10-year-old boy, which was like so cool. He took a moment with him, and like Seth's gonna remember that for the rest of his life. But our little one, River Rose, the 2-year-old, I taught her how to say Obama. Yeah. So she said, I was like, what did Mommy teach you? And she said, Obama. And he goes, okay, she can have anything she wants. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, sweet. Was it your first time meeting the first family, or have you been there before?
It was, no, I actually met him, and he was a senator. So he wasn't president yet. That's when I first met him. And then I've done things for him. So we've been like in the presence of each other, but we're always like on camera. So we never really like, hey. Except for his inauguration, I got to say hi really quick when I sang there. But
that's
pretty
incredible.
Yeah. But this was the first time I actually got to meet Michelle. So she's always there, but we're always kind of, spread out, and it's for camera, and you can't really do much. So it's, but it was really cool. I'm a big fan of both of them. So,
yeah, and I mean, she must have been wonderful, right?
She's so, captivating.
Yeah.
That's the word.
Yet down to earth.
She's a force. Yeah, a cool chick that's a force. Yeah.
That's what she seems.
Yeah.
So I know you're here, I was telling Jack, I'm like, we have stacks and stacks of show prep. So Kelly's been super busy. We watched you this morning on the Today Show for 2 hours, right?
Yes.
And then thank you for stopping by here.
Thank you.
And you were performing a song from Hamilton Mixtape.
Yes. Well, I tried, and I cried.
Well,
it's just so hard.
It's an intense song.
Yes.
So, please tell us the story behind the song, what's taking place in the musical.
Well, what's funny is when I recorded it, I hadn't seen the musical yet. So I was just pregnant with my little boy when I received the song. I'd never seen Hamilton, so I thought it was, it was about a boy dying. It's their son dying. And I was like, this is the worst thing to show a pregnant woman. But I was like, okay. And it was so beautiful. And they were asking artists to kind of, re-envision the songs a bit, keeping it classic to its classic state a little bit, its form, but also making it a little bit more mainstream. So we made it a little bit more pop just for this mixtape. And I'm so glad, though, that I hadn't seen the musical, because I would have felt an enormous amount of pressure with that song. And since I hadn't seen it, I didn't have any pressure. I just was like, yeah, cool, I love this song. Let's do something. It's beautiful. I was
it was open to your interpretation.
So yeah, Jason and I, my producer, we were just like, yeah, let's do something cool like this. And this, we just really took off of his lyrics and kind of went with the vibe. And I'm so glad I didn't see the show yet, because I'd have been like, no. That makes me nervous.
Well, did you get to work with Lin-Manuel on this? Or?
He sent me the loveliest email, but no, he actually... that I was pregnant whenever I recorded and everything. By the time we got to New York to see it, he literally, his last day of performing was the night before. So we saw Javier, which he was spectacular.
I'm sure.
But yeah, so we missed him by 24 hours. My husband and I were like, are you serious?
Can you come back and do one more?
I was like, are you really serious? But yeah, I was super pregnant and couldn't fly then, so we had to wait. So
there's that. And congratulations.
Thank you.
Growing family.
Yeah,
so
it's grown enough. We're 4 in, we're good.
That'll keep you busy.
I'll be a little busy at Christmas.
Yeah. I'm already done. I'm done all the shopping. I did that way ahead of the game. We have a few more things to get, but yeah. I had to be on top of it.
There's always a few more things to get. I always ask my wife, are we done? Oh, there's just a few more things, and then these big packages arrive.
You men don't realize there's many people you have to buy for. My husband to say the thing, and I'm like, well, we haven't even thought of this person yet or this person. I was like, wait, we have to. I was like, just help me think of people. But like, we're ahead of the game.
But it's
our
always
December is packed.
We got them the big thing. Now we have to get them the little things.
Well,
There's big things and little things.
Absolutely.
All those little things add up.
Yeah.
They certainly do.
You always want something for somebody to open.
Well, and you just don't want that moment at Christmas to be like, oh my God. Like, you know, you forgot someone or something. You have a big family and you're like, oh.
Well, I mean, you're super busy. Are you going to be home for Christmas? Do you have some downtime?
We are. We're home. Our family's coming in town. They just came in town for Thanksgiving too. We're really lucky this year to get to see everyone. But we're working really up until that point. So that's why I was like way ahead of the game.
Get it done. Yeah. I hope you got it done in August, actually. It's sounding like, let's see what you've got going on. Coming up December 16th.
Yeah, that's Miracle on Broadway.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, how nice. A Bridgestone Arena event to benefit for Nashville nonprofits.
Yeah, we picked different charities this time. It's the basic thing is like for everybody to invest in your own community, like, and help your own organizations. And then if everybody did that for their own communities, then every community would be prosperous and progressive. So.
And where do we get to see this?
It's at Bridgestone Arena, and it's on Broadway Street. The arena is, so it's called Miracle on Broadway instead of Miracle on 34th Street. There's a bunch of artists that come and they sing with me. I sing alone. There's a big, huge band, and it's just really fun. We all do Christmas songs, so it's just a fun, easy thing that to do that helps out a lot of people. So.
We love your Christmas producer Jamie's back here underneath the Christmas tree.
That's one of my favorites. My Christmas album is my favorite album thus far. Well, this album I'm making right now is gonna beat it, but I love that Christmas album just because I'm seeing more soulful. And I love it. So,
we love it every time it comes on. We're excited.
It was my favorite one to record. Thank you.
So you're working on an album right now. I know you've signed a worldwide deal with Atlantic Records.
Yeah.
That's what my notes tell me. So I know it's official and I can say it. So congrats on that too.
Thank you. Yeah.
So what's in the works? What stage are you at?
It's going so well. We are creating the album right now. I'm writing a bit, but it has been that moment of like. I have this whole thing, even my last tour, like we had to cancel the last 6 shows because I just was overwhelmed because I don't really like to be like, a pop star mom that doesn't see her children. So, it's like I want to see my kids. So priorities, took a little bit of place in that. So I'm writing a bit. There definitely are songs I'm writing on, but I'm basically just meeting with a bunch of writers and telling them and trying gearing them towards this new like soulful R&B pop direction. And it's basically the record I've been wanting to make since I was a kid. And I'm telling all these writers, like, what I want to sing about. I think a lot of people, when you're happy and you have a family, they all of a sudden want you to sing, like, really happy songs. And I'm like, I don't want to... I was not meant to sing super happy songs. My voice...
That's the first quote that was said when you were talking about the new album, was it was going to be soulful. That was the first word you used.
Yeah.
Is that something because that's a style you want to do? Is it a little more personal to you?
That is my style originally. It's so funny because... Even what I sang on Idol, or even before, like when I was a kid, it was either soulful kind of gospel or country, and it was so funny because on Idol right after it, I got with this one producer and we wrote Miss Independent, and from that song, everything just went more pop rock. It just kind of got, which is awesome because I love that song and I love all my songs that I've had, but innately soulful, more stuff is my vibe. That's what I grew up singing. That's what my mom heard what I'm doing right now for the record. I played her like 6 of the songs, and literally when I finished playing it, she was like, finally. Like, she was like
waiting to express this.
Yeah, she was like, finally, like people are on board like making this record with you, and so it's really, really good. So, I mean, to me, but I mean, I don't know, maybe you'll be like, meh.
I think we'll like it.
I think we'll like it too.
We've loved
Absolutely.
everything you've done. I'm always fascinated by the writing process. I mean, do you set time aside, or does something just come to you? Is it like journaling? What's it
well,
like?
It's always different. This is even different as well because I'm working with Craig Kelman and Atlantic, who we're kind of getting to know each other, and so I've never met like a bunch of writers like in a camp scenario before. Like I've never done that before, and it was like super awkward at first, and I was like, this is the worst. And not because I don't want to meet them, just because I feel like it's just an awkward thing to like plan to write a song or to tell people to limit a writer of what they're supposed to write that day. And like, so basically I just walk into rooms going, hey, I want something soulful. I want something, a great message. I'm into lyrics. Like, I don't want it to be just dumb right off lyrics. Like, and I want it to be something just super soulful that I can really sing, because this is a singer's record that we're making. And And I don't limit them too much because I don't think you should limit any creative person or you'll miss something amazing. So, but it's different. Like with me, I write on my own, like alone, either, you know, writing on a napkin somewhere or in my notes or something. But the record's going to be like all my other records. It all's going to be done different, you know, every song. So
can't wait to hear it. And
that was long-winded. I'm sorry.
It was not long-winded.
Wow.
I asked you a loaded question. There's great stuff there. And you wrote a book for your daughter specifically, or?
Yeah. Well, we were traveling to so many places and she wasn't going to remember them. So, and her passport was like crazy. So I was like, maybe I'll just write these little stories where my mom was she's retired now, but she was an elementary school teacher and she was always doing these cute little projects when I was a kid. And so I'm the same person. So I was like, I'll make her this little stories for her, like everywhere we go. So when she learns to read, she can learn about like where she was and we'll have pictures and stuff.
That's awesome.
I'm a dork, but you know, but I thought it was cute.
The best moms are dorks.
My
mother saved everything I ever did, wrote down or spilled on the carpet.
That. You know, well, and Harry Connick Jr. gave me the best idea recently too. Is I put her to bed every night, and I wrote that song that's with the lullaby with the book. I wrote it for her and then put it with the book. But so we sing at night and we read, and she just talks to me. And he said, you know, you should record them all and date them because you never know what you'll get. And I thought that was genius. So I've started doing it in my little voice memos on my phone. And it's like the material I'm getting is classic. Like everything from like sweet to like hilarious. So, but yeah, so I ended up, these stories though, I ended up being these books that they were like, you should write books. And I was like, well, okay. I'm pretty sure people go to school for that, but I was like, why not try? And then it ended up working. So, yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Like I said, you have so much going on. So thank you so much for taking the time to
stop
by.
Yeah.
And
that was a lot of like words. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. So when I'm tired, I ramble.
It's good.
Words are good. In radio, we deal with words.
I know.
Lots of them.
But y'all need a synopsis sometimes, and I don't really come with synopsis.
All good. We're Facebook Living it. Sam, anybody saying hi?
Yeah, hi Kelly, love you. Piece by Piece is the very best. My daughter and I sing it together. Hi Kelly, I love you. Your voice is amazing. We're getting so much love.
Well, gosh, I love all those messages. Just send them on to me. I feel good about myself.
Thank you very much for coming.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
You have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you, you too. Merry Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah.